What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jew Godfather here. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome to the Kosher Nostra podcast. Okay, so last episode we talked about Nazis who escaped to Spain, where we spoke about Ernest Reimer. Now we will be talking about another country that allowed many Nazis to escape. So let's get into that, shall we? Okay, so now we are talking about Nazis who escaped to Canada. Now you're obviously wondering, how did this happen? Well, that's because of then Justice Prime Minister of Canada, Pierre Trudeau, future 15th Prime Minister of Canada and father to Justin Trudeau. You see, after the Second World War, many Nazis or Nazi collaborators fled to Canada to avoid persecution, like one unnamed Latvian Nazi collaborator who was wanted by the Soviet Union for the murder of 5,128 Jews, who Trudeau opposed stripping his citizenship due to legal reasons regarding privacy. The unnamed Nazi collaborator from Latvia died in 1983, never facing justice. Canada's Access to Information Act has prevented the release of files and documents that include the names of 900 alleged Nazi war criminals who lived in Canada. While recently information from those documents have been released, some parts of them still remain hidden from public eye. It is because of Canada's privacy laws that these 900 Nazis, were allowed to hide in Canada, one of them being the Nazi we will talk about in this episode. Okay, so Nazi number one for Canada is Yuroslav Hunka. Yuroslav Hunka was a member of the 14th Waffen Grenadier Division of the SS, or known as the 1st Galatian Division. Okay, so this division was formed in 1943 after the invasion of the USSR, known as Operation Barbarossa. Now, whenever the Nazis invaded Ukraine, they were greeted as liberators and thought that they would help Ukraine achieve independence from the Soviets. This division was involved in numerous atrocities, including the mass killing of Jewish civilians, and during the war, more than 1 million Jews were killed in Ukraine. It is also worth mentioning that the Nazis also had Ukrainian guards, known as Troniki men, who were used as Nazi collaborators and were former Soviet prisoners of war. They served as guard units at concentration camps like Belzec, Sobibor, and Treblinka. Anyway, after the Second World War, many Nazis and Nazi collaborators escaped justice, including Yuroslav Hunka, who fled to Canada. In 2023, 98-year-old Yuroslav Hunka was actually introduced as a hero by Canada's Parliament and its Speaker, Anthony Rota. And Hunka was also given a standing ovation. When it was brought to light that Hunka was a Nazi and a member of the SS, it sparked public backlash and controversy. Today, Yuroslav Hunka is still alive and is 101. Yuroslav Hunka was a member of the 14th Waffen Grenadier Division of the SS, or known as the 1st Galatian Division. Okay, so now we know that Nazis escaped to Canada, and we learned that there were documents that showed that 900 alleged Nazis lived in Canada, and also we learned about why Ukraine collaborated with the Nazis. and other things. I mean, then there's a Nazi on here that's still alive, unfortunately. Anyway, okay. Hope you all enjoyed the episode. Next episode, we'll be talking about Nazis that escaped to the USSR. Also, if you want to learn more about Nazis and the Holocaust, you can check out the U.S. Holocaust website or Holocaust Encyclopedia. And you can also check out the World History YouTube channel. I highly recommend it. So, anyway, I hope you all have a good night, and Sei Gesund. Anyway, goodbye.